Have you ever walked into a car dealership lately and felt completely overwhelmed by the prices? If you have, you're not alone. Across the United States, the cost of buying a new car has reached historic highs. Today, the average price for a new vehicle hovers around $50,000, a staggering number that's left many Americans wondering how things got so expensive, and whether affordable cars are simply a thing of the past. Let's take a closer look at why American cars have become so costly, and what it means for drivers, families, and the entire auto industry. Just a few years ago, affordable cars were within reach for many middle-class families. In 2018, nearly 1 out of every 5 new cars sold in America cost less than $20,000. Fast forward to today, and that number has dropped to almost zero. Most of the new cars available now are priced well above $30,000, with only a handful of models even coming close to the once attainable $25,000 mark. For many people, this shift means higher monthly payments, bigger loans, and in some cases, being underwater, where you owe more on your car than it's actually worth. So, what's driving this surge in prices? The first big factor is the rise of the SUV. Over the past decade, Americans have developed a strong preference for larger vehicles, SUVs, crossovers, and pickup trucks. In 2009, SUVs accounted for about 30% of all new vehicles sold. By 2019, that number had soared past 50%. These vehicles offer more space and features, but they also come with a much higher price tag. Automakers have noticed this trend and have shifted their focus away from smaller, more affordable cars, pouring resources into making bigger, more luxurious models that deliver higher profits. That brings us to the second reason: profit strategy. In the past, car companies aimed to sell as many cars as possible, even if it meant lower profit margins. But in recent years, major automakers like General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis have changed course. They now prioritize higher margin vehicles, even if it means selling fewer cars overall. This strategy paid off. 2023 saw record profits for several of the largest carmakers, even as total unit sales remained below pre-pandemic levels. Of course, the COVID-19 pandemic threw gasoline on the fire. Supply chain disruptions, chip shortages, and factory shutdowns created a shortage of new vehicles. Dealers responded by marking up prices, and manufacturers followed suit, raising the sticker price on many models. Even as supply chains have started to recover, those higher prices have largely stuck around. There's another factor at play: the electric vehicle revolution. Automakers are investing billions in new EV platforms, advanced batteries, and self-driving technology. While these investments are crucial for the future, they're expensive, and that cost has to be covered somehow. One way automakers are funding this transition is by increasing the price and profit margins of their gas-powered vehicles. Even though the cost of making EVs is coming down, for now, they remain out of reach for many buyers on a tight budget. But if American cars seem expensive, consider what's happening in China. Chinese companies like BYD are producing electric vehicles at a fraction of the cost, sometimes up to 30% less than their American counterparts. How? These manufacturers move quickly, adopt cutting-edge manufacturing processes, and are willing to take early losses to gain market share. They also focus on vertical integration and software-driven designs that help keep costs low. So, can US automakers respond? Experts say it will require bold changes, more partnerships to share costs, tighter control over their supply chains, and smarter investments in new technology. Policy support and subsidies could help, but ultimately, it's up to consumers. If enough people demand affordable cars, the market will have to adjust. In the end, the high price of American cars is about more than just inflation. It's about changing tastes, corporate strategy, and global competition. The question now is whether carmakers will rise to the challenge, or whether affordable cars will become a relic of the past. What do you think? Are American cars too expensive, or are they just evolving with the times? Share your thoughts, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories on the trends shaping our world.